Good afternoon. We are back here on Twitch, and we are about to watch the number one team of the land, the Michigan Wolverines, take on number 4 Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. So here we are. We are about ready to get started with the Big Ten title game. Michigan, who is coming off of beating Ohio State in the Big House to subsequently set up this title game, is going to look to beat Michigan, or try to beat Ohio State for a second time. Ohio State will look to spoil Michigan's chances at a Big Ten title and the number one seed in the playoff, which we currently have. But Michigan will be looking to put Ohio State down for the second time this season, win the Big Ten title, secure the number one seed, and wait to see who they will face in the second round. Now, whether that'll happen, I don't know, but we're going to find out right now. As we're heading to Indy, it's Big Ten title night. Michigan, Ohio State. Somebody's walking out with the Big Ten title
in the Big Ten Conference.
And their seed secured.
But also a game that's been
And somebody is going to be looking for something. Who knows?
Here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway.
All right, we will be getting the ball to start the game.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now.
That means we're going to have to start fast.
They'll return it from inside the 5.
And he's down.
So Michigan's offense will get the first swing today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown.
All right.
And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champions.
Kamara is back
you win this game,
to the conference championship.
Next step
And he gets 4 yards on the first carry.
And who's going to become the conference champion?
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Baker.
Baker with the throw. Williams with the catch. He ends up a yard short. 3rd and 1.
This championship game. 3rd down coming up.
Hand it off. Kamara gets past the line. Corey Consterner is down with an injury for Ohio State.
We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
And we will
And the
move on.
Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver.
Makes the throw in. He dropped it.
That's on the receiver. 2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the injury.
We're 2nd and 10 now. Hand off to Kamara. Kamara pops through the hole. He's on the move. He's past the 50 to the 48. And first down, Wolverines.
Running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Kamara coming through. He gets the first down again.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart.
Oh, and that one almost ended up being an interception.
Avoid an interception there. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw.
God damn.
He goes. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw.
Tight end. He's going to get half of it back. But we're looking at a 54-yard field goal.
Wow, the offense is trying to catch a break there and get this receiver loose to be able to pick up that first down. But this defense, good job of using their eyes, keeping their eyes on the football, and bringing the receiver down short of the first down. They still have some work to do here.
Kick is good. No good. No good. I thought it was good because it looked good, but it was no good. Wow. I got to see the replay. I want to see just how close it was. Let's spin this around. How far off were we? I can't tell. Let's see. We're going to zoom out some. Spin this around. How far off were we? We couldn't have been. Okay. So we were about... probably, I'd say we were probably about, maybe, I don't know, I can't really tell. It's not like, I don't know. We were, I don't know. I can't really tell from the replay, but.
Teams rely on, as you said.
I'm thinking we probably needed to be a couple of yards closer. But, all right, well, first drive didn't go the way we wanted. See what Ohio State, they get stopped. We get the ball at the 21. So defense stands up, does their part, and here we go. First play of the next drive. Kamara in the backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Baker.
Throw it out. Kamara makes the catch. Gets some yards. He gets 7.
So it's 2nd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
The pocket breaking down.
And that ended up being a loss on the play.
After the catch, the defense all over in that time. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down.
Oh, shit. Well, that was just wonderful.
He could go. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And Ohio State just got on the board thanks to a pick 6 from Dwayne Galloway.
Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
So they're up 7-0 thanks to the pick 6.
Kickoff team
We're in a hole.
fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
And, well, we got to dig ourselves out.
Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job.
Parker takes it out to the 16.
Michigan offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. Across the 30.
They're getting loose.
Get him down, but that's
Gets up to the 33.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play with a running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better
Oh, fuck.
He cannot escape.
Well,
what a play here by this defensive line. You can
That-
get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But
I
let's
don't know.
not forget, a still play defense.
He's looking deep here.
oh, shit. Oh, hell yeah.
You're a big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this
Ooh,
quarterback.
Alexander
Let's
with
not
that
forget
nice
the wide
catch on the
receiver's
deep
job of
route.
bringing it in for that big
Ohio
game.
State says no.
Defense decides
We're calling
to
a
start
timeout.
To regroup a bit. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Baker. He's looking deep again. He makes
Touchdown,
it.
Michigan!
Touchdown, Michigan.
Ramon Pena
That's
with
a
the
fake
catch.
beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
We're an extra point away from being up, from it being 7-7.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Kicks up, it is good. 7-7. So Michigan answers back quickly. 4 plays, 84 yards.
Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
And it is now tied. We are back to square one.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And they march down the field, get a field goal, make it 10-7. As Levi Melvin hits an 18-yarder. We are into the second quarter, just under 9 minutes to go. Ball's
And
at
the
the
Michigan
25
offense comes back out on the
for
field.
Michigan.
They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see what this defense
Bears
can
in
make
the backfield.
adjustments to prevent that this time.
He's on the move, making a big run up to the 41.
Closer to midfield.
He gets 54 on the ground right now.
That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big game.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Throws it out to Barber.
To the tight end
He
here.
gets 9 as he stopped just inches from the first down marker.
It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space.
We're on the inside of the goddamn motherfucker.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 2. They don't block the defender defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Ramon Waterman
The physicality he has
is injured on the play for Ohio State.
Looks like a player is down,
And I think we're going to have to punt it away.
Where they check it out. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field.
Kicks away. He's going to fair catch it at the 13. And they get stopped. Actually, they missed the field goal. It got blocked. So we're going to be picking the ball up at least, I think, on the Michigan 34. Maybe a little bit further up. I don't know. 41. So we're going to be starting at the 41. 1st and 10. Under 5 minutes to go in the half.
They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. From the shotgun now. Here's a
Kamara.
Look at that. He's still going.
Takes a couple tackles. Gets the first down.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards.
Williams with the catch.
Does he have?
Gets it to 2nd and 3.
Right there. You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Mara, nothing. Oh, he got a yard.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Baker.
Oh!
Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
A 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You gotta wonder if this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or they try to go through the air again?
All right, so they get stopped. Oh, this is just fun. So we got the ball on the goal line.
So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line.
We got 40 seconds.
Out of the shotgun.
99 yards. And God damn.
For a loss of 1. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down from 11. And now the running back's got it again.
Kamara gets the first down, gets us some breathing room.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off
and
it makes him block just a little.
We're down 10-7 going into the half. Ohio State's going to have the ball to start half number 2. We are we're going to have to do something. I don't know what. We're going to have to. We may have to open it up and throw it a little bit more than we've done so far, because they're not exactly giving me the space to run the ball. I may need to switch it up a little bit, at least for now. Alright, so we'll start on defense. They'll march the field, get a field goal, make it 13-7. We can deal with that. At least it wasn't a touchdown, so we can deal with a field goal. Alright, so we're down 6. We've got the ball at the 21-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's Baker. It's an outbound catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They got 3.
Pass caught, a 2nd down now. Looking to throw here.
Pena with the catch. Short, 3rd and inches.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
An important third down attempt.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle.
He caught it.
Alexander. And the Wolverines pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Throw. Pena with the catch. Makes a move. Getting loose. Gets up to the 48.
Solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch, got 5.
Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Handoff. Kamara gets loose. Gets moving. Gets up to the 27. He's over 100 yards on 13 carries.
By the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Another handoff. Another run. Kamara gets stuffed after 3.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense.
Oh, he had it, but he dropped it.
That's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Seriously?
It's the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Kicks. Oh, he's going to push it right.
The kick is no good.
Fuck.
The deficit remains at 6.
Ramon Waterman injured on the play.
Looks like a man is down
We
at the
pushed
field
it
ready
wide
for the
right.
play. So we'll take a timeout.
I thought I had it lined up right. I don't. I pushed it. All I know is it missed wide right. So we're going to get the ball at the 30. 1:16 to go in the quarter.
And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. From the
Gonna hand it off.
here's an inside
Kamara
give.
gets
That's exactly
4.
what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Alexander with the catch, gets to first. Gets up to the 49.
First down.
Emilio Cesar is injured on the
After
play.
that last play, we'll take a timeout.
Clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the third.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Ball handed
Handoff.
off.
Kamara up the middle. God damn it, he fumbled the ball.
Looks like
And
the
Ohio
defense
State
is able to
recovered.
take it away.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit,
Are
but
you
now
fucking
he's
kidding
getting an
me?
earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Aiden West looks like he recovered it. Watch this replay. I'm going to challenge this because I think he was down. I mean, I can't really tell, but at this point, if I lose the challenge, I lose the challenge. But I'm challenging this because I swear I think he hit the ground. Let me see. This will be the best look right here. Yep. Another one of those. I think the ground caused the fumble.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn.
And they agreed with me. Whew. So we're going to get the ball back at the 37.
Dropping back, it's Baker.
Throw it out.
With the catch, it's Alexander.
Alexander with the first down up to the 25.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down. We're going to throw the football.
Throws it. Williams. It's 6. And we're going to go into the final quarter. Down 13-7.
Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
2nd and 4.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Gets rid of it on the move.
It's the tight end. He gets the first down up to the 6.
He moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. It's first and goal in 4-down territory. They need a touchdown and a PAT to take the lead. They're going to run it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. He's got it right near the end zone.
Got into the end zone.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the game is tied at 13. Ramon Pena with the catch across the middle. And Michigan is an extra point away from taking the lead 14-13.
Now the important point after attempt.
Kick is up. It is good. We have taken the lead. 8 plays. 55 yards. A minute, 28 seconds.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Here comes the kick. It is up. It is into the end zone and a touchdown.
But instead takes a knee.
14-13 is the score at this point. Ohio State marches down the field, but they get stopped, having to punt the ball. We'll take over possession at the 17 after a 5-yard return by Jake Parker.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Back to throw. It's Baker.
And a quick throw.
Makes the catch.
Makes the catch, gets 6.
Short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver.
Hand it off.
Stay ahead of the sticks.
Kamara gets past the first down marker.
First down yardage.
That's going to be a first down.
To the 30.
Really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick the pressure. Pass rush is sacked. Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now.
Kamara gets the first down up to the 44. We're using clock.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them.
We're going to
here.
take Kamara out.
Navigate his way for a
Thrasher's
first
going
down.
to move in. Williams is going to come out for a play. Shitu is going to step in. after this play, of
The
course.
shotgun running play.
Mira,
Brought down.
he
Now
gets
take
5.
5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
So Thrasher is in the backfield. Looking ahead.
Looking to throw.
Nope.
Fires it to the wideout.
I forgot I called the pass play. Gets first down up to the 36.
This offense in good position here.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run. And a great
Thrasher up the middle, broke tackles, gets to the first down. Jaquez Carter of Ohio State is injured on the play.
This offense in good scoring position now.
Thrasher using his body to just punish. Using his body to punish runner, punish the defense.
The Wolverines will line up.
We got 5 minutes. We're at the 26. We're up by a point. Thrasher's gonna get. He got open space. He gets up to the 7. First and goal, Michigan. He had daylight, and he said, "I'm running for it."
They might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays.
So we got first and goal at the 7.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can.
Handoff, Thrasher up the middle, into the end zone, and Michigan takes a bigger lead. We're up by 7 now, with an extra point to come. To get the extra point, we'll be up by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and they will have to figure out a way to do something.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Kick is up. It is good. We're up 21-13. 4.5 minutes to go in the game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
The kick is coming. It's into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25.
Ball's at the 25. Ohio State will take the field. Let's see what they do. Well, they march down the field but get stopped, having to punt it away. They punt it away. 5-yard return by Parker. And we will have the ball at the 42 to start the next drive. Williams will be back in. On the next play, Thrasher gets nothing. But we're okay with that.
But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Thrasher makes the catch. Got 2. We're okay with
gain on the play. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Scanning the field. It's Baker.
Makes the throw, makes the catch. Williams on the move, gets up to the 28 as Ohio State is forced to call a timeout.
As much clock as possible for their offense. Another chunk play. This offense
2:50 to go.
And now the handoff.
Thrasher getting some space. He gets taken down at the 21.
And now it's the defense that calls
Ohio State calls their second timeout. That's after a 7-yard run.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Handoff. Thrasher gets the first, gets more, gets up to the 11.
Does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 11. Ohio State's out of timeout.
Preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines moving quickly down the field here.
Thrasher, another handoff. He gets taken down for a yard loss. But we're okay. We're using the clock to our advantage.
Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
I think we're going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. Or 2-minute timeout. Yeah, because it's going to kill before we get there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to
There was
work the
there was
clock
like a
and
2-second
preserve this
differ.
lead.
There was a 2-second buffer. All right, so we are looking at 2nd and 11. We're going to call
Less
X
than 2
under.
minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Looking to pass. It's Baker.
Baker hits Pena. Pena right there. 3rd and 2.
The offense really threatening now.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock.
Handoff,
Secure the
Thrasher.
lead.
He gets stopped. We're okay. We're going to kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
No!
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good.
Motherfucker! I didn't know until I made the kick. Oh my God.
Field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Oh, I did not notice where it was. Oh God! So we missed the field goal because I didn't calculate where we were. We've got 1:10 left in the game. It's an 8-point lead. They've got the ball on the 20.
Now from the 20-yard line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball.
Quick little out route.
Defense
Makes the
surrounds
catch,
it.
gets
Just a
3.
short gain on that completion. Conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Looking for the wideout.
And the interception. The ice.
Takeaway for the defense.
Number 42 with the pick. And that's it.
By just kneeling down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Evan Foster with the game-sealing interception. And Michigan is going to walk out of here with a Big Ten title.
So the job is
and the
simple
number
here.
1
Just
seed.
Take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
So Michigan walks out with the win, with the Big Ten title, 21-13. We beat Ohio State now twice this year. I'm assuming they're going to be out of the top 4. We'll see.
Wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We'll get our bye week, and we're gonna get the win. Michigan gets a Big Ten championship. And they will move on into the bye situation for the first round of the playoff. Whew. So it was testy until that final quarter. We were losing 13-7 going into the final quarter, and 2 scores in that final quarter end up being the rallying cry. Bryce Baker, 25-31, 293, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jamison Kamara, 19 for 133. Dom Thrasher, 8 for 52 with a touchdown. Jeff Alexander, 6 for 91. Ramon Pena, 5 for 74 with 2 scores. Amari Williams, 5 for 53. Oh yeah, and then on the defensive side, Nathaniel Botanig got 2 sacks. Bobby Kanana got 1. Javon Campbell got 1. And then Evan Foster with the game-sealing interception for Michigan. For Ohio State, Matt Zoller, 17-31, 223 yards, no touchdowns in the interception. Zoller's had 13 carries for -2 yards. Terrence Cheeseman, 10 for 26. Tevin Dugan, 7 for 93. Cortez Land, 3 for 41. And then, of course, the defense came up big. George West, 1.5 sacks. And Jacquez Carter, 1.5 sacks. The interception was Dwayne Galloway. And that one was a pick 6, which gave them their only touchdown. Well, their biggest touchdown. The hell, it was their only touchdown because it happened in the first quarter. So, we did what we needed to. We won. We are Big Ten champions. We are Big Ten champions. We will move on. We will finish out the year. We will finish out the year. Again, we have won the Big Ten championship. I have to look. I don't remember how many. Oh, shit. Let me look at my trophy cases. I don't remember. So this is actually our first Big Ten championship. I'll be a lucky uncle. We won the Heisman in 2025. That was Justice Haynes. Oh shit, I had completely forgot. Haynes won the Doak Walker too that year. Shit. I'm actually glad I actually look at this because I would have completely forgotten. I would have completely forgotten about this. Huh. I would have completely forgotten about this. Son of a bitch. Shit. Alright, so let's see how the rest of championship week went. and what we're looking at. So the conference championships are over. We get a commitment. DeAndre Carlson from Chicago, Illinois commits. He's the only one as we lose five. We lose 5 commitments. 3 locked us out. 2 are signing with schools. So we get a commitment with Carlson. We're now in a recruiting battle with Oregon for Manuel Robles. Jeremy Montgomery gets down to his top 3, and we're number 2. We lose John Handy. He's looking at Nebraska, Georgia Tech, and Penn State. Desmond Trinidad is looking at Iowa, SMU, and Boise State. And Cornell Tripchaka is between Tennessee, Notre Dame, and is that Toledo? Glenn Pitts signed with Purdue, and Trey Bosby signs with Notre Dame. We're going to have fun cleaning out our... Ramon Pena was named Offensive Player of the Week for the championship game. 5 receptions, 74 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So how did conference championship week fold out? Well, Louisiana Tech beats Kennesaw State 48-27. Boise State wins 45-21 over San Jose State. Eastern Michigan beats UMass 31-17. Texas Tech loses to TCU 28-27. Southern Miss beats Coastal Carolina 45-42. Temple demolishes Rice 31-17. Texas beats Tennessee 44-37. Miami shows Louisville the door 38-14. And then, of course, Michigan beats Ohio State 21-13. Damn. All right, what did he throw? How many yards did he throw for? That's a good question. C throws for 403 yards in this game. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Damn. I swear to... this is going to be the one that's going to haunt me. That's going to haunt me. I mean, it's really going to haunt me. So our Heisman finalist, as we get ready to shut it down. Deuce Knight's still sitting at number 1. Ty Olson's at 2. Thomas C's sitting at 3. Mason Mims jumps back on the list at 4. And Grant Rubin stays at, or rejoins the list at number 5, I think. I gotta see, what is he up to now? He surpassed his total for 2027. He's at 4,671 yards. He's going to have a playoff game. So, depending on how well he does in the playoff game, he could surpass his total for last year. He would just have to throw for... let's see. He would have... he'd have to throw for 167 yards to equal his total for last year, for this year. And the amount of yards that he's been putting up a game, that should be, that, yeah, that, so by the time the first playoff round is over, he should set the new total for the most yards he's throwing in a year. What that total is going to be, that's a good question. I'm curious now. Holy shit. This is the one. I've said it. I'm going to keep saying it. That's the one that got away. All right. So the top 25 after conference championship week is as follows. Michigan at number 1. Tennessee at 2. Texas Tech at 3. Miami's at 4. Tennessee's at 5. Texas is at 6. Ohio State's at 7. Baylor is at 8. 9 is Duke. Eastern Michigan stays at 10. A&M stays at 11. Pittsburgh, Penn State, and Boise State stay where they are at 12, 13, and 14. Indiana moves up to 15. Louisville drops to 16. Rice drops to 17. Kentucky moves up to 18. UMass drops to 19. Minnesota drops to 20. Auburn stays at 21. 22 is Temple. Louisiana Tech's now at 23. Oklahoma's at 24. And then Kennesaw State drops to number 25. Southern Mississippi is the only team that drops out. They drop out at 24. Now, we will look at the bracket once we finish, because I don't think anything is going to change, but I don't really want to look at anything bracket-wise until we get to the end. So, Week 16 is going to come to an end. And here we go. We lost 3 more recruits. Manuel Rojas committed to Oregon. Trinidad committed to Iowa, and then we got locked out from Andre Onabil. So we're going to have fun in the off season. Great. Deuce Knight is back-to-back Heisman Trophy winner. 4,138 yards, 40 touchdowns. Ethan Barber wins the John Mackey Award. 65 receptions, 828 yards, 8 touchdowns. And that was the only award we won. Really? That was it? Oh, all right. Oh. All right, so we've seen the top 25 for the CFP. Let's look at the bracket. So your official bracket is as follows. Number 1 is Michigan. TCU is 2. Texas Tech is 3. Miami is 4. The 5-12 matchup will be Tennessee hosting Pittsburgh. The 6-11 matchup will be Texas hosting Texas A&M. 7-10 will be Ohio State hosting Eastern Michigan. And the 8-9 will be Baylor versus Duke. We will be paying attention to the 8-9 matchup, Baylor versus Duke, because that one, they will face number 1 Michigan in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Tennessee Pittsburgh winner will face Miami in the Orange Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl will get Texas Tech versus the winner of Texas and Texas A&M, and then TCU will host the winner of Ohio State and Eastern Michigan in the Peach Bowl. Damn. All right, so we know the Heisman winner. That is Deuce Knight. Knight was the ultimate winner. Olsen finished in second. C finished in third. Mason Mims fourth, and then Grant Rubin was fifth. Now on to the award winners. Knight becomes the Maxwell winner. He becomes the Walter Camp winner. The Bear Bryant goes to Matt Rule. I finished second. Deuce Knight won to Davey O'Brien. He beat Thomas C. They beat a list of quarterbacks. No, quarterback of the year, of course. Chuck Berdnick went to Todd Robertson of Oregon. Jalen Sneed finished fifth on the list. The Bronco Nagurski, that also went to Todd Robertson. Jalen Sneed also finished fifth on the list for this. Todd Robertson also won the Jim Thorpe Award, finishing ahead of Jalen Sneed, who finished second. He had 71 tackles on the season, 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. He had 1 defensive touchdown. Sneed had 6 interceptions, 44 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, no defensive touchdowns. I don't know if that was the key or what it was, but Sanders finished in second. The Doak Walker goes to Thad Tomczak of UCLA. Kamara finishes sixth. Fred Volitnikoff went to Ty Olson. We had nobody on the list. Lombardi goes to Herbert Scroggins III. Javon Campbell finishes sixth. Unitas Golden Arm went to Deuce Knight. Bryce Baker finished sixth. Edge Rusher of the Year. Herbert Scroggins III. Javon Campbell finished fourth. Outland Trophy went to Oscar Anders. We didn't have none of our guys, nobody finished on the list. The Mackey, Ethan Barber won that one over Mikhail Skinner. Burroughs Award went to UMass's Phil Boyce. Our assistants finished fourth and fifth. Dick Buckus went to Jonathan Epperson Jr., and we didn't have anybody finish on that list. Remington went to Cortez Smith of Georgia. Again, nobody on the list. Lou Groza goes to John Baum of Illinois. And Johnny Moss of Delaware wins the Ray Guy Award. The Jet Award goes to Gavin Packer. Jake Parker finished 12th. Sean Alexander went to Ohio State's Tevin Dugan. And we didn't have anybody on the list for that. So we get an award. We got the Mackey. But that's it. So, upcoming bowl games. Georgia will face number 16 Louisville in the Birmingham Bowl. Of course, we know about all of the conference champions. We know about the playoff situation. Kennesaw State will face Toledo in the Kier Bowl. Boise State and Delaware will face off in the Idaho Bowl. Rice will face Florida in the Gator Bowl. Notre Dame and UNC will face each other in the Holiday Bowl. Alabama and West Virginia in the Liberty. Auburn and Indiana in the Music City Bowl. Louisiana Tech will face Old Dominion in the New Orleans Bowl. USC and Kansas State in the Rape Bowl. The ReliaQuest Bowl will feature Penn State and Kentucky. Oklahoma and BYU in the Texas Bowl. Oregon and Marshall in the Xbox Bowl. Gee, wow. Just feel the love. All right, All-Americans. First team on the national side. Ethan Barber finished at tight end, was named at tight end. Joining him will be Nathaniel Botanig at the Sam position. Jaden Sanders at the corner. Second team, Javon Campbell at defensive end. Or Javion Campbell at defensive end. And that's it. So we got 3 nationally. And for the freshmen, I don't think we had any. Actually, we did. Free safety, David Henchko. He was named for the free safety spot. So in total, we got 4. Excuse me. We got 4 All-Americans. Whoa, that's a low number. All right, so we will have the first round of the playoffs. I'm going to clean up my recruiting board for early signing day. I have 18 recruits on the board, including 4 signed recruits. Oh, I need a fullback. I need a tackle, a guard, an edge. I need 2 corners and a strong safety. Strong safety, we're going to have to go into the portal. That's going to be interesting. Strong safety, we're going to have to go in. Excuse me. Strong safety, we're going to have to go into the portal. That's going to be interesting. This is going to be fun. All right. So going into week 1, we're going to break this down. Oh, wow. Holy shit. All right, let's start with the head coaches, shall we? John Summerall has decided to leave Texas Tech and has joined the NFL. Marcus Freeman of Notre Dame has been fired. Nebraska's Mark Ryan, fired. Dan Mullen of Lance Leopold of Wisconsin, he's been fired. Dan Mullen from Cincinnati has decided to go into the NFL. Josh Hart of Ole Miss has been fired, as has Washington Spencer Danielson. Jed Fish from Florida State. Dal Logans from Appalachian State. Georgia Southern's DeJuan Henson has decided to go into the NFL. Oregon State's DJ Kinney, GJ Kinney, has been fired. Arkansas's Clark Lee has been fired. Nate Potter of Cal, fired. Brett Venables of Oklahoma State has been fired, as has San Diego State's Timmy Chang. Brad Higgins from Buffalo. Scott Frost from UCF. Butch Davis of Purdue. Jeff Monken from Army. Jonathan Smith of Utah. Mark Stoops from Michigan State. Mateo Poe from Liberty. Ray DeCastro from Western Michigan. ULM's Robbie Durant decided to go into the NFL. And Scott Satterfield of Charlotte was fired. For the OCs, Mike Denbrock from Notre Dame retired. Alex Golish from Michigan State went into the NFL. Jeff Traylor from Oklahoma State was fired, as was Utah's David Gilbertson. ULM's Nick Tanner. Cody Worley from Army. Steve Cooper of UCF. Cal's Brian Harson. Purdue's Keenan Zuber. Chad Malast of Charlotte. Liberty's Mateo Rossi. For the DCs, Rob Miner of Washington retired, as did Middle Tennessee's Brian Stewart. Chuck Martin of Illinois was fired, along with Oklahoma State's Denton Boshanetti. Giovanni Spears of Army. Rob Arch of San Diego State. Purdue's Daniel Dixon. Ernest Hill of ULM. Liberty's Archer Barton. Chris Cassidy of Cal. Dexter McCoyle Sr. of Texas State. Charlotte's Alex Scharf from Charlotte, and Michigan State's Greg McCoy. So, knowing now that the Notre Dame head coaching spot is open, I wonder if that's going to be one of the offers. I'm wondering. I'm not gonna lie. If it is, I'm seriously gonna think about it. Because it is one of the schools that I wanted to go. It is my alma mater of sorts. So, all right, let's look at the job offers. And Notre Dame is on the list. As a OC. They want to hire me as the OC for Notre Dame. Not the head coach, but the OC. I am being offered the head coaching job at Ole Miss, Texas Tech, and Washington. But the one job that I really would want, I'm being offered the OC position instead of the head coach. Nope. Come back to me when you want to offer me the head coaching position. Don't come to me before then. All right, so we're gonna get through the first week of bowl week and see where everything ends up. So week 1 of the bowl season is in the books. And we will be facing the Duke Blue Devils in the Cotton Bowl. Let's look at the job offers. Yo, motherfucker. One of my guys left. Oh hell no! My OC got hired by somebody. Chip Lindsey is now the head coach at Nebraska. Kirby Smart is the head coach for Notre Dame, and Charles Huff is the OC. I gotta hire a new OC. You miser. Oh, you miss. Oh, you. Ugh. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're being offered the DC job at Baylor. We're actually being offered first consideration to be the head coach at Georgia. We're being offered OC positions at Miami and Tennessee. I gotta be completely honest. I think I'm good. But we're gonna have to hire an OC. So we're gonna have to look at the OC. We're gonna have to look at the OCs that are out there and try and find a good replacement. But we got Tim Beck, who was a former head coach. I guess who is a head coach at Toledo. Let's look at his tree. He is a B+, and he is heavy into architect. Okay. Scott Abel of Rice is a B. Marcus Arroyo of Arizona State. Is a C? No. Minnesota's Greg Harbaugh Jr. He is a heavily known for being a talent developer, and he's a C+. Mike Loxley of Maryland, a former head coach, C+. Nope. And then Damon Conrad of Middle Tennessee, former head coach. He is a tactician, and he is a C. So, really, it comes down to Abel or Beck. I like Beck because he's already got the architect stuff on lock. So, I think I'm gonna give Beck an offer. So we're making an offer to Tim Beck, who's a former or current OC at Toledo. I feel like he would make the most sense. So, yeah. Now, let's go look at that top 25. Let's go look at that bracket. So it will be number 4 versus number 5 as Tennessee beats Pitt 49-27. Duke beats Baylor 38-26. Texas beats Texas A&M 49-27. And Ohio State beats Eastern Michigan 42-24. I'm going to be honest. I want to see how many yards does C throw for. He threw for 265. Honestly, none of these outcomes really surprised me. I kind of thought Duke might win, but I wasn't sure. Hawaii. Duke, LaMarcus Mooney threw for 269, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. I can't say I'm surprised. Alright, so the 4-5 matchup would be Miami and Tennessee. It'll be 1-9 in the Cotton Bowl, Michigan and Duke. 3-6 in the Fiesta Bowl between Texas Tech and Texas. And then in the Peach, it'll be TCU and Ohio State. Honestly, I think TCU is going to lose to Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to come in with enough firepower and make TCU regret being the number 2 seed. Now, Tech and Texas, that could go either way. I could see Tech winning just by the simple fact that they would put up enough points. I could see Texas winning using their defense. I think we're going to beat Duke. I think we'll probably get out to a lead and maybe withstand a comeback. Miami and Tennessee, I think Miami's going to win it. I don't think Miami is going to want to lose in their home stadium, knowing they've got a shot to get back there and get into the national championship. I don't think they're going to want to lose. Honestly, I think they're going to make the semifinal round, and I think they're going to be facing Michigan. But I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to wrap this up from here. we will be back to. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with week 2 of the playoffs, and then we will go on from there. So tomorrow it'll be week 2, Duke versus Michigan from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. I think we're going to end up winning it. It may be close. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it is kind of close, but I think we're going to win it. We're going to end up pulling it out one way or another. I see it. So, until tomorrow, I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great night, and go Wolverines.